get this right this time. Mr. District Governor, Madam Toastmaster, Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I had the distinct honor of being able to evaluate Don Saracen's speech this evening. This is from the Advanced Speaker's Manual, and it is Speaking After Dinner. The objective of this was to provide an entertaining speech using both humor and drama to convey his point. Overall, Don is obviously a very qualified and competent speaker. He uses the room well, he uses all of the space, he engages the audience. He has excellent gestures and excellent facial expressions. You know, he has a great face for radio. No, he doesn't have a great face for radio. Don is a really animated guy, and it really comes across in his speeches. There were 5 evaluation criteria for this speech. The first one was what indicated to you that the audience was entertained. And I noticed almost immediately that there was very little snoring. So the audience, actually, when I was looking at the audience as Don was speaking, a number of people were all leaning forward. People were really hinging on every word that he said. They were attentive. There was laughter at the appropriate places, which is always good. But mostly, it was the ahs. A lot of times, he got into different parts of the speeches, and instead of having just an overt laugh or someone making some sort of gesture, you got a lot of the ahs, which really kind of is a thing that you can tell that people really are taking this to heart. How effectively did he capture the audience's attention and hold it? Well, Don is a professional, and he used the old standby right at the beginning. How many people by show of hands? So immediately he engaged the audience, and everyone was participating in this. And then the next thing that he did, which I thought was really interesting, is how many of you had pets? That was the first question. But the second question was even better. The second question really drew everybody in. How many of you had pets who you considered part of your family? That was when most of the ahs came up. And I thought that was very valid, and it was a very good tool. What was the theme of the talk, and was it easy for you to follow? Well, the theme was Misty, and how pets are really a part of our lives, and particularly when you had this many people that raised their hand, everybody could relate to that. And it really was a walk through Misty's life. How effectively did the speaker deliver jokes and anecdotes? Well, there were a few good jokes. I really liked the one about the walking a flea on a rope. I thought that was pretty funny. And then the wolf in sheep's clothing, you could really get a kind of a picture of that, even if you just knew what a fleece was and a dog was. But the other one that really attracted me was the way that he said about Misty not liking this other Rusty, not liking Rusty. But it was the way he said it. He said, Misty, there's Rusty. You can picture Misty's ears sticking up and jumping on the tail wagging. So that was really good. What is your overall impression of the speaker's approach in entertaining the audience? I thought it was a really well-designed speech. It was taking us through this animal's life. It was chronological, but it had a really nice ending, and it really did have a lot of people who really took this speech to heart, so I thought it was a great after-dinner speech.